you're destined to repeat.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. Jake Elliott ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. They juked him. And able to get this across the 20. He's dropped it to 24-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Looking for a seam, but firing. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage again. Second down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Very set. No touch.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Powers through. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30. 7 yards on the pickup. They're going to lead him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go to Barkley again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's already able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it's a gain of a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hurts. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down.
Trimmer.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down carry from Pickett. And he'll take this ahead for that fourth. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. That's what you
Second
staying
and
on
6.
schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down and 6 now.
Do on now. Great.
Up the middle with Barkley. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 13-yard line.
By Kirby Joseph.
After a gain of 5, they wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. It's taken in by his big tight end. He's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Eagles.
And
First
in a lot
down.
of ways, that catch is expected.
First and
Red
goal
zone
at the
presence.
5-yard
And that
line.
one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Set.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Complete to number 80. Touchdown,
From 4 yards
Philadelphia.
out. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Lions nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off
Now
for
after the
Philadelphia.
touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, I like the way his guys rallied around most of the time. He's the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, he knows his linemen around him, kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Gets it down to the 39. Tackled by big Jordan Davis.
1-yard gain.
Here
Brings
now
up
second and 9 from the 39-yard line. Another run for Gibbs here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That burst the gain 20 on first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Value one.
A toss out right to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup. He gets on the 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Inside the
Brings
red
up
zone,
2nd
that
and
means
4.
don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and the running back trying to follow behind them to find.
And he takes this one downfield. Touchdown. Jameer Gibbs. From 14 yards out. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball
The
game.
kicker on for the extra
Now the
point.
try here for the point after. It's up and good. We tie it at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at
And he takes this near the 25,
Xavier
just a little
Gibson
past
on the
there,
return.
caught at the
The
26.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after. He's free going down the left side. It's a Lions. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 73 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a pass all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
They were not going to taken down by
tackle by Dean.
A gain of a yard.
They work now on
Brings up
second and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
St. Brown in motion right. Now it's gone. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's a trial-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Oh, this will be incomplete.
For Isaac.
The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's what they do themselves. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Great. Delta.
Barkley inside handoff. There he goes, Barkley in the line of scrimmage, and he goes down to take the right at the line of scrimmage. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
Brings up second and
Here's
10
second and 10.
at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Delta.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Inside the 10, 38. Barkley, 3 yards rushing for him as he's been tough to stop here in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. we're still in the second quarter.
They'll try
to run forward Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Number 2 on the play. That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to trim a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And that snap is his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his head kept it exactly there.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Barkley. Calling no gain on the play, so no help here. And now fourth and goal.
Jay Reader brought him down.
This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And he gets us up just shy of 30. He's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And he'll bring up a second and short.
Second and 1.
Go.
Here's Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get rid of a sack
by Brandon Graham.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on third and long. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they run.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in this day. He's beating him, it's out there, and out he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as his driver starts at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop. Oh. 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. He's got his receiver, Cooper. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll look to throw here. Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it a version. He's got it at the 2. Here, and the lead moves up to 21. Eagles 14. Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get free and take some momentum into the locker room. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
He'll look to throw. And his early struggles continue. Here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 37-yard line.
The Lions take over.
Charles, he was so close to halftime there. He threw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air. Putting the ball in jeopardy.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably what he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Goff now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one again inside the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
It's the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st
First and 10 now from the 33.
Ric Flair. We go tonight. Like 20. 5.
Gone. Continues. Here's another interception. Jaquan Benhauser. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this off past the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away?
Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's going to start the second half. The offense is trailing records in the first half. 13 yards. He's going to come out with something really strong. We're at Eagles going here in the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
73.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on second and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Forced down in there. He could not hang on. It's third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now, with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to figure out the target.
Just a 1-yard pickup. It'll be fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being
gain of only a yard.
In this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
The Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he takes this one down on the gain of 26 yards. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
A gain of 26 yards.
First down. And you need them all both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Hey, 73.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So the completion was also 9 yards. And it's a second and 1 for Thomas.
Second and a
I think
yard.
as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get out of bounds in the red zone just in time. 20.
A gain of 6.
First target, first catch, and first down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, first I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Handoff to Barkley. And take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in touchdown city.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 21.
21 apiece.
Separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Ooh, the jump. The Lions going to be able to get this out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
That's the one to answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum of the game. It's been to retire the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the game, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Hold on. Check. 12.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there. First down, I think it's maybe three.
The starting new set it down. There was some offensive line winning the ball.
Second and 6.
Wing in a big way. And giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
We go tonight.
From the 50, it's gone. He gets this out around to Gibbs. The result only 15 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd
That's a good job
and 3.
by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short
It's first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the Lions.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers.
40-yard line.
I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Brought down at the 39-yard
Now
line.
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to take this close to the first down mark as he stopped at the Eagles 32.
On the tackle.
So they'll get a little extra
That's a
time to
gain
come
of
up with his
7.
3rd down
Makes
play
it
as we
3rd
play 3
and 2.
quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? They'll get that complete to the rookie from Atkinson. First down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And the gun will give to Gibbs. And he'll give it a clean up the middle. 3 yards. They'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll call 3 yards because they've been throwing it well on this drive. Once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Gone. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he'll get 2 times. Touchdown.
The
Now
kicker
for the
on
point
for
after.
the extra point.
And it's no
This
good.
kick is no
It has
good.
not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the title. But get this one quickly.
It's a gain of 11.
135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a good push there defensively as they step into the 48. Gain of just one.
That is 48 yards.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line.
Brings
A
up
lot of
second
bodies,
and
not much
9.
space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. Back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Will be taken down at the 44.
On the scramble.
9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy of the third down limit.
Makes it
Appears to me
third
that the defensive guys are
and
starting to look a little bit tired. Well, he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It's a gain of 11. And an Eagles first down.
Fourth quarter,
First and
down to the
10
final
at the
2 minutes.
32-yard
And we got a
line.
one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Barkley.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Wasn't sure what they were going to do. When he run their balance at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard. He can trail it right.
He continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 now. And this defense is really having problems trying to keep him contained.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. He's back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And there was the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout.
Eagles first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Jake Elliott on
Elliott
point
now
after.
to have the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Lions 27. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys use so shots at the 23-yard line.
They're on the 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
We go tonight. 180.
Goff now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard
Now, that
line.
incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
It's a gain of 24 yards in the play. That's good. We're on the Lions.
This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool
1st and
back
10
there.
at the
Not just for
48-yard
himself,
line.
but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Okay.
Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Goff. The Lions will use their 1st and their timeouts. As it's 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's 2nd down.
What's that?
Now it's gone. Now his throw is incomplete. He also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that, but everybody
He was
needs a
defended
few more
by
to get his guys
Ja'Cory
downfield.
Bennett.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Like 20. Maverick Wall. Hey, tonight.
Now gone. He's got it complete to Gibbs. He's the second of their timeouts. A gain of 14 minutes. The two teams talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break.
1st and 10
This
at the
offense still has the
42-yard
one
line.
timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
180. What?
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a lot of room still, so he's got to stop those tracks at the line of scrimmage.
At the 41.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here comes 2nd down.
We go. Like 20. What's that?
They'll look to throw. Well, he caught. He's safe. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11. That's another Detroit Lions.
Oh, no, this is a disaster. They try to
Jared
fake
Goff
spike, and he gets
By
sacked.
Jalen Carter. It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13. At the
Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out.